As you saw earlier, the tyres on this 110 are particularly flat, and those hard nylon tyres, they're not very flexible. So I want to put them back on the rim. I can't be bothered putting a tube in because I can't get into my container where the tubes are. I checked the ones in the back and they're punctured. So I brought the trolley jack out and put the trolley jack underneath to take some weight off the wheel. And I made this little airline to go in here to see if it would blow it up. Because if you use a regular inflator, well, it ain't going to work. And neither is that. They're too hard. So what we need to do is something a little bit more violent. Where do I put it? Africa! That's the only way to do these. Still got a bit of fire down there, but we'll soon put that out. There you go. Seemed to work. Bit of smoke. Never a good idea to put these smaller tyres on these tube rims. I don't know how long that's going to last. Anyway, let's get the other ones on. We'll take it for a ride. I've checked the oil on it and the coolant's, well, sort of there. It's hard to say because there might be airlocks in it. But it's about 2 degrees Celsius today. Not too cold, but whether it needs a glow plug is a different thing. So obviously the cold start doesn't work, but they must have some good batteries in Africa. It sounds worse today than it did yesterday. Right, first things first, when you're testing a car that you've never driven before, you know nothing about, test the brakes, both emergency brake and the foot brake. So what we're going to do for the foot brake, we're going to press like crazy and see if we can burst the pipe. So far so good. was getting the seat out, I found the old car plugs. You can see how rusty they were, blown through. You can see the rust in this inside. No anti-corrosion. Right, let's take it for a run. I thought I would do a little bit of an edit in here for all you boys and girls who would love to ride along with me. So if this video looks a bit haphazard, well, this is the reason why. So I've set up a GoPro inside the car. I hope it works. Let's check it out. But this time, I'll know how to get the door open. Yeah. Right, here we go. The gear shift is somewhat interesting to get used to. It looks like it's out of a right-hand drive. We have a bit of play on the steering. Not too bad. Let's do it. Oh, I forgot to mention, clutch is shot. Oh, it's in diff lock. You just have to touch it. You just have to touch the clutch. So it's knackered just right at the top. Look at that player. Amazing. I think the steering box needs welding. Again. A good defender usually gets up this hill in 4th gear. This is in 2nd. Watch the brakes. Oh, that was good. Oh, I don't know what that was. Something else is loose. Well, it is now. I don't know if you can see, but there's smoke all the way up this hill. The gearbox doesn't feel too bad, but you can't feel where the gears are. I'm going to assume the gearbox is its best feature and the brakes. Yeah, speedo doesn't work, fuel gauge doesn't work, temperature gauge doesn't work, clock doesn't work. Wipers sort of work, washer doesn't work, horn works, lights don't work, handbrake, emergency brake works, indicators, nothing, yeah, interesting, eh? Like sailing a ship. Oh dear me. No wonder they got rid of it. Let's park it up. Oh, what a brilliant wreck. Yeah, they're So there we have it, a trip in a 1996 Land Rover Defender all the way from Ghana in Africa. Get out! That was an interesting experience. Hey, it's got hidden power. I just don't know where it is. The steering is all over the place. I've probably corrected that half a dozen times just going about the first few metres. Surprisingly enough, the brakes are excellent. But the engine's got no power. I can see why they've tweaked the pump up. Oh dear. Yeah. I couldn't get the bloody door open, it won't open from the inside. I never checked it before. And of course the window winder, that's the worst, that's the lowest it'll go down. So it's not a very good starter. The steering's all over the place, the brakes are okay. Needs a lot of work. But the least the thing is, I can move it out from the front of my garage door, so then I can put the seats in the 90. That's the target for today. So I'm going to leave it outside now, and I'm going to keep my eye on those tyres just to make sure they're not going to go down. But yeah, it's certainly an experience. It was like Alton Towers all in one, if you see what I mean. Every ride. I certainly wouldn't put this on the road. It needs so much work. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. But it's a runner. Hey, making your Land Rovers better. No, sorry.